what is the purpose of a prakriya? Prakriya is a process. Okay, I can call it as a surgery. A prakriya is a way of systematically delivering the truth in some steps. Okay, and there is a sequence in that. It's not that all of them can be delivered in certain way. Depending on the maturity of the seeker, depending on the level of maturity, there are different prakriyas are applicable. It is given. Now, what is the purpose of a prakriya? Purpose of prakriya is to make the mind know mind. Okay, mind is the cause of bondage and liberation. Mana eva karanam manushanam bandha mokshayo. If you ask what is mind, there is no such thing called mind. There is no solid entity called mind. Mind is a flow of thoughts. Okay, there is nothing solid entity called mind. Mind is nothing but a flow of thoughts. Now, where does the flow of thought comes from? The thought is always a result of memory. Thought comes from memory. Thought is nothing but memory. What is memory? Memory is nothing but name and form and function. Thought is memory. Memory is nothing but name and form and function. Anything in your thought is nothing but name, form and function. What is name, form and function? Is the sense input you have grasped from the society. Okay? That's from the world. Whatever your pratyaksha anubhava experience or whatever you have heard is nothing but memory. Nothing else is there in memory. So now, mind takes something from memory, which is past. Memory is always past, and projects something into future. These are nothing but thoughts. Now, these thoughts are so much that your life you start living in thoughts, living based as thoughts as real. Okay. Now then what happens? You are losing a sense of the reality of life, because thought itself becomes real for you. Okay. Out of all these thoughts, one primary thought is that I am body, I am mind, I am intellect. Thought is primary. That is my self-identity. Of course, a lot of things gets added to that. I am a husband, I am a good man, I am wise, I am intelligent, I am a bachelor, I am married. All those get added. So the self-identity seems to be the problem. Now the entire solution for your problem is to first is look at your true self-identity. If your self-identity itself is a problem, the root of the problem is self-identity. Because if I think of office, if I am worried about office identity is a problem. If I am worried about a house, my husband identity is a problem. So your identity, if you question and you get to a real identity, probably there is no problem. That's what is the approach. Now, how do I get to the real identity? All false identity I have to discard. Okay. So then root identity, the basic identity of anybody is Brahman or awareness. Brahman is the substance of the universe. So this we have to accept from Vedas. There is no other way of proof of that. Pure awareness is the substance. Now how to get to the pure awareness of the substance? These identities which you have built over a period of time, years, has to be dismantled. So there are two problems we are facing in spiritual journey. One is self-identity and understanding of the world. Okay, I have an identity of myself and understanding of the world. We have both maps in my head. Now both we start thinking is real. What we don't understand is these are all the concepts which are embedded in my mind. So the Vedanta is trying to address systematically the concepts which are embedded in your mind and questioning. So the purpose of Vedanta is to question the concepts which you have taken as real. Okay. That means what you take as real is called belief. The entire structure of the mind is built on a belief structure. The mind is built on a layers and layers of beliefs. Because since childhood we accept so many things without understanding. So it has built layers and layers of belief systems. A belief is accepting something as true without questioning. Okay. So in general there are two aspects of this. One is self-identity and the model of the world. What is world and what is me? Okay. Finally I have to get to the root of me, but the model of the world also forms a block. So I don't just question, I question why there are so many people, why there is karma, all those things I will question. So the Vedanta is systematically giving either a theory or a questioning process which will start opening up your belief systems. You look at a belief system in a different way. Okay. So in that process, many of the belief systems start collapsing. Exposing the root belief system, I am Jiva. Finally I realize as Brahman. The whole purpose of Vedanta is to open up or show you the false understanding or assumptions behind your belief systems. Now some of these are logically possible. Okay, some of these are logically possible. Some of these are not logically possible. For example, Brahman, about Brahman, I cannot say anything about it. Okay. Now if you start questioning, is there a Brahman? Then you can't proceed. The entire, somewhere there is some fundamental reality has to be taken. This is called, what is called pramana. Okay. So Vedanta says these are four things we take as pramana. This we don't question. So based on that we start questioning, so that your belief systems and wrong understanding goes, and finally you reach that reality. Till that time you have to take it as accepted that Brahman is there. Once you reach Brahman, you are sure. So to that extent you have to have belief, which is tentative. You have to faith that Brahman is real, what Vedanta is teaching is real. With that faith you proceed, you will attain that blissful reality called Brahman. So this is true in science also. Anywhere. See, scientists question, what is universe, how universe is created, they'll ask. Okay. Then somewhere you have to start. Then one person will come and say, produce a hypothesis. There is a big bang and universe started. Based on that build so many theories. Then so many people do experiment. Then say whether that's right or wrong. So in Vedanta what we say, the Rishis found some truth. Rishis discovered some truth called absolute truths. Universal truth. We trust the Rishis. They said Brahman is the absolute reality. Brahman is Nirakara, Nirvikalpa, Nirguna, Nischala. Okay. So that is the truth. And everything essentially Brahman. This truth we discovered. So once we take that as a fundamental proposition, okay, then all wrong understanding about life you have to be questioned based on the Prakriyas. The Prakriya is a process of dismantling your belief systems by showing you what is wrong assumptions which you have. Finally you will reach that Brahman is the reality, you will reach. That Upanishads don't say that you have to believe that Brahman is the reality. You discover Brahman is the reality. But before discovering, you trust that this Upanishad will take you. Okay? Up to the point. Then you follow our logic. So the faith is to the point of inquiry. Then finally you will discover it, what I say is true. But now if itself you start saying, I don't know whether Brahman is there, then you can't proceed anywhere. This path will not take you anywhere. Right? So, Upanishad don't never say blindly believe that Brahman is true. Tentatively believe Brahman is true. Okay? Then you follow this process. Then Upanishads promise you that you will discover Brahman. And in fact, Upanishad's teaching is that you don't have to believe anything. Realize the truth. The entire system of Vedanta and Upanishad is based on, not on the belief, but discovery of truth by yourself. Now the problem here is that there are many people in the world. Okay, there are some saints, there are same sages, prophets. They'll come and say, I discovered the truth. Okay. Then there is also say that, okay, I only can discover that, nobody else can discover it because I am very special. That also they say. Right? Then many people, there are followers. Millions and millions of people, followers. So the followers have no way of knowing what is the truth. They have to believe that. Okay? Vedanta doesn't say that. Vedanta says the truth is, discovering the truth is everybody's right. Everybody can discover the truth. There's no special people in this. And this is the system by which, this is the process by which we can go. And it doesn't discriminate between anybody. It says if you follow the system, you will discover the truth. There's nobody special in this. Provided you urge, provided you believe that this initially, and finally you go through this route, you will get to discover the truth. So it need not be somebody special for that. So that's the... and also Vedanta says a human rational mind is very important. Logically you have to understand. It's not magic. It is not blind belief. Vedanta takes you in a very rational way. Up to a point we can discover the truth ourselves. That is the purpose of Vedanta. Now in this there is Advaita Vedanta, Advaita Vedanta, Vishishta Advaita. Whichever is your flavor, you take that. But each of them, they follow this route. Okay? And of course, each of them will say what is the final destination also. Dvaita says if you follow what I say, you will finally reach a supreme state where Lord is there, Bhagavan is there, and you will be with Bhagavan. You will be separate from Bhagavan. This is what you will do reach. Then Vishishtadvaita says you will be with Bhagavan, but you will also take the, you will enjoy Dvaita and Vishishtadvaita. Advaita says you will merge with Bhagavan. So this is the promise. Now, depending on your vision, depending on your where you feel comfortable, you have to take a route. Somewhere you have to start accepting something and go proceed in life. Otherwise, we will never make a progress. If we keep on suspecting or questioning something, we will never. With the human mind, we cannot reach anywhere.